Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's been a while, I've had a lot going on, but I just watched a video from Pocket Mego, which was Game Wrong's 4/15/16 Pocket Mego's predictions. And I left a comment, and after making a comment on the video, I thought, you know what? I'll make a response video, it'd be kind of cool. Now he made some predictions, and I'd say 2, maybe 3 out of the 4 predictions he made, I actually have some strong opinions, and I thought I'll bring my thoughts to the discussion. So here we go. The first prediction he had was he was worried about the NX having problems. I guess marketing problems. I mean, at the moment, no one knows what the NX is. We haven't seen it, and then Nintendo NX. We don't really know what it is. All we know is it probably won't have any form of physical medium, which I think will be very worrying if it doesn't have any. It will be a handheld / console, and you'll be able to play games on the handheld as well as play games on the TV with it. But other than that, no one really knows what it is, and it's going to require a lot of marketing. If Nintendo don't get the marketing correct, then no one's going to know exactly what it is. And and I want to add something to this. Even if they do get the marketing correct, everyone knows what it is. Aren't people going to feel a bit burnt out? I mean, Wii U owners are going to feel definitely burnt out. 3DS owners, maybe not so much, because the system's been around for quite a few years now. But the people who recently bought a new Nintendo 3DS XL, they are going to be pissed. I mean, you buy the system hoping that, it's going to get some additional years of support, some exclusive content, and then find out, within, a year or two, it's over, and now you've got Nintendo NX. So my thoughts are, the NX could be really great if it's marketed well, but, like you said, Mego, if it isn't marketed correctly, no one's going to have a clue what it is. And I personally think a lot of people are still going to, even if Nintendo do market it correctly, a lot of people are still going to feel burnt out. Now, another thing he mentioned was the PS4 losing market share. Now, at the moment, the PS4 is the best-selling console. At the moment, it's got the biggest market share. But there are rumours that they're going to, I think they're getting quite substantial, the rumours that they're going to release an improved version called the PlayStation 4.5, which is going to, separate the market a little bit, which is not good for consoles. I mean, the idea is you have a console, everyone's got the same piece of hardware. It's easy for developers, and, everyone's got the same piece of hardware. Not only that, but Sony are basically going to bring out PlayStation VR, and I just don't see these things helping Sony. I just think what all's going to happen is these things are just going to basically detract from the PS4, and people are just going to see that Microsoft's just got a standalone console, and people are going to think, you know what, I'm just going to go with that. And then, you know what will happen? Microsoft will end up catching up with the Xbox One, and then it'll be like the last generation over again. So I agree with you. My personal opinion is that the way Sony marketed the machine was a response to what people wanted, and all they had to do was just keep doing what they were doing, do competitive price points, make sure they have all the games that are coming out there, make sure they've got some good exclusive games, and just be competitive. That's all they had to do. I mean, the VR and the PS 4.5 are just not needed. Another thing Pocket Mego predicted was Wii U titles being ported to the NX. It makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, I imagine there's plenty of really good Wii U titles that probably would have sold more had they been available to the mass market. And if the NX does really well and ends up getting the critical mass, adoption or whatever, you got a lot of titles that could benefit from being re-released again. That makes sense to me. He did talk about his thoughts on mobile, which I don't really have a single opinion on. And then the last thing you talked about was maybe the Nintendo NX refocusing on retro titles, being a one-stop shop for sort of new games and old games. In a way, Nintendo's always kind of done that with the Wii. I mean, the reason I bought a Wii was because of the Virtual Console. I was not interested in the Wii, and then I saw someone playing like Streets of Rage, and I thought, wow, this is a really cool way to play old games. And I bought a Wii, I bought some games, and after a while, I stopped because it just felt I just felt limited. I mean, emulation was just better, not because it was free or anything, but because there's so many titles that were never going to come out on the Virtual Console. And I don't know, it always felt to me like Nintendo didn't really put enough focus in it. But there's always so much that could be done. I mean, there's so many great games that are not available for other means that could be re-released on any Nintendo device. So it makes sense. But at the same time, the market that the NX is going for, I don't think they're going to care about retro games. I mean, they're trying to make a system that basically is a one-stop system for all you need, so that all your Nintendo fans buy an NX. People who want the latest Call of Duty can buy an NX. The idea, I think, with the NX is it's going to be a system that appeals to everyone. I mean, it's a handheld, it's a console, so you've got those two markets covered. And it's super easy to port games, so essentially the NX could be something for everyone, which is pretty cool. So I just want to say I enjoyed your video, Pocket Mego, and here's my I guess my opinion on the topics you were talking about. So take care, boy.